Dear friends, welcome to the next problem of belt drive, that is problem number 18. The data is a chain drive is used for speed reduction from 240 rpm to 110 rpm. The number of teeth on driving sprocket is 22. The center to center distance between two sprockets is 540 mm and the pitch circle diameter of the driven sprocket is 480 mm. Determine the number of teeth on the driven sprocket, pitch and the length of the chain. Friends, let us prepare the diagram for the given condition and note down the given data. Here the speed reduction is there. So the smaller sprocket is a driving sprocket and the bigger is a driven sprocket. The pitch diameter of the driving sprocket is small d and pitch diameter of the driven sprocket is capital D. The center to center distance is denoted by C. Let us denote driving sprocket by 1 and driven sprocket by 2. So RPM of the driving sprockets are N1 is equal to 240 RPM. Speed of the driven sprocket N2 is equal to 110 RPM. Number of teeth on the driving sprocket small t is equal to 22. The center distance C is given 540 millimeter. The pitch diameter of the driven sprocket is given 480 millimeter, and so the pitch radius of the driven sprocket will be 240 millimeter. We have to find out the number of teeth capital T on the driven sprocket, pitch of the sprocket and the length of the chain. Here we know that the speed ratio is inversely proportional to the number of teeth. So N2 divided by N1, that is speed of the driven sprocket to the speed of the driving sprocket is equal to number of teeth of the driving sprocket divided by number of teeth of the driven sprocket capital T. So rearranging the terms, capital T, that is number of teeth of driven sprocket, is equal to small t into N1 upon N2. Substituting the values, small t is equal to 22, N1 240 and N2 is equal to 110. We found that is T is equal to 48. So number of teeth on driven sprocket is 48. We know that the pitch of the sprocket is given by P is equal to 2 into pitch radius of sprocket into sine of 180 degree divided by number of teeth of that sprocket. So substituting these values for driven sprocket, pitch is equal to 2 into 240 into sine 180 degree divided by 48. On calculation, we found pitch of the sprocket P is equal to 31.4 millimeter. Now, we also know that the length of the chain is given by the relation LC is equal to pitch, that is P, into bracket average of teeth of the sprockets, that is small t plus capital T by 2, plus into bracket cosec of 180 degree upon number of teeth of the driven sprocket minus cosec of 180 degree upon t that is number of teeth of the driving sprocket bracket complete whole square divided by 4k plus 2k, where the constant k is given by ratio of center distance divided by pitch, and center distance is given is 540 and pitch is 31.4, and that gives 17.2. Substituting all these values in this relation 1, we found on calculation that the length of chain L is equal to 2210.29 millimeter, and we can say the length of chain is equal to 2.21 meter. So we can conclude the number of teeth on the driven sprocket is 48. The pitch of the sprocket is 31.4 mm and the length of the chain is 2.21 meter. Thank you, friends.